I'm gonna wait until people join in. Um, yeah, but anyways, the reason why I want to make this live is because one, um, you know, um, so it gets hard because like, um, it's with the holidays and like me, I'm obviously in the military, so like I'm kind of alone by myself, so I'm not with family or like that. And the reason why, and my family's they're in California. Me, I'm in Kansas, right? And the reason why I'm not with family or anything like that is because they're abusive and they're narcissistic, and I just don't want to fucking deal with them, right? So every holidays, it's been the second year in the holidays I haven't been around them, and it is triggering. It is definitely heartbreaking, because and it's not out of pettiness. It's not out of like, oh, I just don't want to deal with them because, I'm trying to get the upper hand. It's not that. It's just like they're just so abusive and they're just so toxic, and you just it's just I'm protecting my health and well being. And it's hard doing that when you don't when you're not around like-minded people in real life. I do have friends, I do have connections, but not like-minded people in real life, you know what I'm saying? And they either haven't been through the same things as me, or they're just shallow, and I can't deal with that. So it sucks. So it sucks how the universe will like put me into these situations to where I'm always around shitty locations, but I'm also around just like shitty people, and just it's a mess. So I know God or spirit is trying to like make me mentally tougher, or the reason why I'm always isolated in that situation to where I'm not around like-minded people is where like because all my life I've always been isolated. I feel like because if you're meant to break generational curses, if you're born into a very dysfunctional family, then yeah, they're gonna fucking you're gonna feel outcasted. You're gonna feel different because spirit purposely put you through that shit. So now you got to deal with a lot of people. I don't know what the fuck is going on with these astrological energies, but I'm feeling a lot of like sexual energy. I don't know, like my sacral chakra is acting up. I did came back from a workout, and usually when you work out, you build up a lot of testosterone, but it's just weird because like it's happening out of nowhere. And what's up with the weather too? So like it's weird because like before like the holidays, like so within military, right? We always get holiday block leave, right? So we always get 2 weeks off, and it started around the last week. Ever since last week hit, it's been raining a lot. It's been cloudy, so I feel like it's HARP. I feel like they're controlling the fucking weather. Like it's weird, and I noticed too is weird. Whenever I go outside, that's when it starts raining. But whenever I go back inside, then it stops raining. And then once I go back outside again, it stops raining, and then it rains again. So it seems like whenever I go outside, that's when it starts raining. So I don't know what the fuck is going on, but without a doubt, I do feel like there's a lot of weather control within HARP, and this shit gets weird. It's strange, but whatever. It's fucking annoying too. See me like I can't. Like, I swear to God, like in my next real, if I decide to re-enlist or if I decide to get out, I definitely want to live in Arizona or in Phoenix. Definitely Phoenix. It has to be Arizona, but I'm definitely am gonna move around Phoenix. The reason why I want to move in Phoenix, Arizona, is because around these places and cities, it's always hot 24/7. Even in winter months, it's still hot. So I don't like living in areas to where it's cold or where like it's very like foggy. No, 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 I don't want to I don't want to live in areas where it's cold, where it's always rainy and windy. I can't deal with that shit because me, I'm a very active, high energetic person. Most people aren't like that. Me, I'm like that. So like I constantly have to be outside. I constantly have to work out. I love that fresh air. Most people, they don't like going outside. They don't like having fresh air and shit like that. This why I'm always going out, and I don't see anyone. Like it's rare to see people run outside. Like I never see people run outside, that's kind of sad. I'm not sure because people, I don't know. It could be social media or the weather. I don't know. But me, I rather live in a big city, but it has to be hot and a lot of like open mountains to where I could run and shit because I got to release all of these pent up emotions and anger, man. But not only that, but I just love working out because I have a lot of Scorpio placements, and Scorpios placements, they need an outlet to release all of their pent up emotions and aggression. Damn, I still got no people joining live. Damn. The fuck, man. I got 200. Oh, here we go. I got one. I got 230 subscribers. I only got one person joining. Damn. But yeah, but like I said, man, cause like and like I was just so fed up, man, dealing with like my family members and shit. Like I was trying to like avoid them and shit like that. But like it's just it sucks. So this is what happens when you're experiencing like narcissistic abuse. It's like you have a lot of mental health issues. Not because like it's PTSD. It's PTSD. So you're going to feel random anger and sleepless nights and rage. Now when when I told my personal tarot reader about why was I feeling the things I'm feeling, what's going on, she mentioned that like at times when you're experiencing all these intense rage and anger, yes, it is a result of narcissistic abuse, but it's also dealing with generational curses. So when you're dealing with generational curses, you're actually experiencing your ancestral bloodlines from past lives and other generations. You're actually intaking their pain, anger, sadness, aggression, betrayal, and rejection. And imagine all that shit being thrown at you at once. So it gets intense. This shit's not easy. Ask anyone that experiences generational curse. It's not easy. That's why it's called a generational curse, because it's a fucking curse. I don't know if it's like the devil or a spirit that's allowing these fucking cycles to happen. And if it feels like a video game, just talking about it, I'm getting a lot of like chills and goosebumps because it's like it's not just a certain family members or one family member that's narcissistic and abusive. No, they're all like that. They're all like that. And it's I remember back when I used to live with them, whenever like I'll confront them or I defend myself, it's like they don't see it. They don't get it. It's because it's a like when that happened, like in my mind, I'm like, holy shit! Like I feel like I'm in a video game. Like there are times where I look into their eyes. It's just I don't know, man. It's just it's trippy. So it has to be some type of paranormal activity going on. And even back then, while I was living in my house, like I have experienced some type of paranormal activity. I used to see like shadow figures. There's a lot of paranormal shit. I remember I saw like a spirit or a ghost walking by. So without a doubt, there's some type of paranormal activity. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So, and that's the thing with narcissists and like this live is gonna be random. But the thing with this live, the thing with narcissists and narcissistic people, a lot of people on YouTube I've noticed they like what their problem is they have a like they try to dissect it, which is nothing wrong with that. There's a scientific reason. And I'm not saying all narcissistic people are like possessed by the demon, by a fucking devil. I'm not talking about people who are arrogant, people who have an ego. We're all arrogant to a certain degree. We all have an ego. I consider myself as narcissistic, but I'm talking about people who like empathy, people who just do the same shit as other people. Have you noticed every narcissistic person, why do they act the same? Why did they do the same shit? How manipulative they are, they're able to lie and get away with shit. And their lack of empathy is what like gets me. Their apathy. Like it's insane. Like and when as I was studying about narcissism, New My Frame on her channel, she mentioned that like the thing with narcissists, people who are narcissistic, from early childhood or their early life, like they experience so much trauma from like abuse, from like they just been weighed down by a lot of other people and by life, to where like now their body kind of eject, and now they have to put on a fake mask or a fake ego, I guess. So now they lack empathy because the only way for them to even survive and to get their needs met is them through putting on a fake mask, by harming other people and getting the upper hand and just being egotistical, because that's how they're able to get their needs met. And you usually people who are narcissistic, it starts from childhood, because when you're childhood, that's when you're able to um experience or be subjected to a lot of trauma. So these people from early childhood, the only way for them to get their needs met is for them to act up and lack empathy, and to there's other shit that they do that's evil, but I forgot. There's like it gets more complex. I forgot what she said, but it's something like that. And then as they grow older, that's why they act. That's why they do the things they do. So these people, they're yes, they are. They're literally little kids, like 3 year olds, 4 year olds in adult bodies. Yes, it's that disturbing, and I can confirm this shit because while I was, it's a lot to explain. Just know when you're dealing with narcissistic people, just know there's a lot of factors. It could be spiritual warfare. They could be possessed by a demonic entity. Or two, they're a little kid. They are a little kid in an adult body. You see me, I have an adult body, right? So imagine me having inside is like a fucking 4 year old or a 3 year old, right? You see how 3 year olds or 4 year olds or 5 year olds act in public, right? They'll cry in public, they'll try to like I guess embarrass their parents. they'll act down in public, right? Why? So they can get their needs met. That's what these that's what narcissism is. And that's the reason why they lack empathy and they go to the extremes and they're so manipulative and stuff like that. And now my theory is that like why they're so manipulative is because they could be influenced by a negative entity. This is why they're so good at putting on fake masks and they're just so covert and stuff like that, you know? So it gets deep. Anyways, so again, so I was away from my family, right? I was in the holiday block leave, so I'm 2 weeks. So I'm 2 weeks. I don't have to work, and I'm in Kansas. They're in California, right? So it's my second holiday not being around family. It is triggering, but I have to do what I have to do because they're just too disrespectful. They're too fucking abusive, right? And like I was just so pissed, and I don't know. And we are in the Mercury retrograde, but I'm just reflecting. I'm just so fucking pissed at what they've done to me, man. What they've done to me, like all the like physical and verbal harm they'll do to me, right? So I decided to confront my twin brother, and I told him, I was kind of threatening him. I said, "Hey, fuck you for putting me through all this shit. Like, fuck you for lying to my family members, for lying on my name and shit like that. Like, who the fuck do you think you are?" And I told him that I got a car now, so just best believe I will track you down one day and I will fuck you up. And then and then he said, oh, and then he messaged back and he told me, oh, he's gonna report my change of command and stuff like that. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I told him, go ahead, call them. Like, what the fuck? Like I know how he operates. And he told me like he has more screenshots and messages from before. And I'm just like, first off, how do you still have them? And second of all, yeah, no shit. Maybe because of this shit you put me through, maybe of all the lying and fucking lying on my name, so my whole family could go against me, result to me losing my fucking job. You kick me out of the car and shit, tell me to get the fuck out, even though you provoked me and you started all this shit. So that's the thing with narcissists. Like, they're not going to acknowledge what they've done, but they will defend themselves. They will play a victim. They will defend themselves. That's the thing with narcissists. When you when they do shit to kind of provoke you or to like get a reaction out of you and to fuck with you, once you get fed up and call them out, they're gonna play victim and they're gonna use the police or some type of higher authority, or they're gonna call other people that like it could be like family members if your family's with them, or their friends or colleagues to go against you. That's how they fucking operate. And like it sucks too, cause like it fucking sucks, man. Cause like I feel like the universe or God or spirit or whoever the fuck, like whenever people will like do me wrong, especially family members, man, they'll always find a way to orchestrate situations, physically separate me and them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna drive all the way to fucking Kansas to California to fucking deal with them. You know what I'm saying? Even though I am considering it, but it's just like fuck, man. Like, it's just bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. And you guys watching this, you guys are probably think, oh, it's not a big deal. It's just families, get over it. Like I said, it's generational curses. So all the pain they put you through, that shit runs deep, man. Why do you think I keep complaining and bitching about it for like damn near fucking 2 years and shit like that? This shit is trauma. It deals with past trauma. I've been to therapy. I've been talking to people. The same old bullshit still fucking happens, man. And this is where you get your life path and your karma and your soul contracts from. I really do believe one of the main reasons why even God decided to put me here is to kind of expose narcissism and to obviously break generational curses. This is why God wants to put me in situations where I'm subjected to a lot of narcissistic people. I've seen a lot of shit. I've know what it's like to deal with a covert narcissist around the workplace and shit like that. They all operate from the same fucking handbook because it's spiritual warfare, but no one talks about it. It's spiritual. It's not, yes, it is scientific from most cases, but for some cases, it is in fact paranormal activity going on. It's paranormal activity. Yeah, man. It's just fuck, man. But what sucks about generational curses is not like I said, it's not just you and one person. It's you with a lot of other family members. So imagine that's fucking sane. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I still have issues and trauma and shit that I need to work on. But at least I have a fucking awareness of what the fuck is going on. So imagine being in a family dynamic unit, right? where you have that mindset that you're self-aware. But then all these other family members, they're not aware. They're all the fucking same. They all are narcissistic. They're all abusive. They don't take accountability. They lack empathy, and they'll do shit and they'll blame you and like they'll fucking scapegoat the fuck out of you and they'll project all their pain and trauma onto you. I know what it's like to be ganged up by them. All of them at one point were like hitting me and start fucking like physically harming me and shit like that. And then they'll justify it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fought grown men within my family members, twice my age, twice my fucking size. This shit is intense. The cops had to be, it's just fuck, man. God damn, man. It sucks too, man. Because like I'm grieving a lot. Like I work out a lot just to release all that pent up energy. But it's still stuck in my fucking nervous system, my emotional body. Because it's a generational curse, so it's gonna stick with you. The shit y'all experiencing within me right now, that's PTSD. I'm just very good at hiding my emotions. I have a fucking Scorpio moon. Oh man, it's just I'm just pissed because like I got so much healing work to do, man. So much fucking healing work. Oh man. Fuck, man. Fuck. Like, why is it raining too? See, like, I mentioned this earlier in my life, but since I have two people joining, I mentioned earlier in my life that like it's weird how like it's always raining whenever I go outside. And like before the holiday block leave, right? Before our two weeks off, it wasn't raining as intense. It wasn't like it was barely even cloudy. Ever since our 2 weeks off, now it's been fucking raining and cloudy every fucking day. It's been raining 24/7. That shit's weird. And whenever I go outside, that's when it starts raining. But whenever I go back inside, it stops. It's raining. Then once I go back outside again, it'll stop raining. But then it keep on raining again. So that's hard. That's the fucking Masons controlling this. This is bullshit. This is why, like, I don't want to stay in Kansas. I do not want to. Not even that. I hate being around cities or locations that's always like cold, raining, snowing, windy. I hate that shit, man. I have to be outside 24. I can't like be in a cold environment. I can't. I got a lot of shit I want to do outside, like running, doing my yoga, doing some breath work. I had to be outside. I have to be outside. I can't deal with this shit. Man, dude, like, and like I was like, man, like, see, I kind of regret like confronting my twin brother of all the bullshit he put me through because like I don't regret like cussing him out and threatening him, but I do regret interacting with him because ever since I've done that, like I'm having a lot of like headaches, like I feel angry, like my fight or flight mode is kicking in my PTSD and I can't get him off my mind. Like fuck, man, like and I know that exact feeling. I was feeling that those exact emotions back when I was dealing with them, man. Like fuck, dude. Man, see, like you always got to turn your pain into greatness because like the average person who to experience what I've experienced, like physical, verbal abuse and violence and shit like that, like they would have like killed them. Like I do have, I'm not. There's certain things I want to say, but I don't want to say it because I could really get in trouble because I don't know who watches my videos and someone might come across watch my videos, and I might get really in trouble. But just know that, like, just know that I could turn up. I could get violent if I want to, and there are many situations where I was tempted to even be violent, but just know that I have a lot of self control because I know who the fuck I am and why I came down here to do. And that's meant to be, and I came here to be fucking great. So all these thoughts of me trying to get revenge and trying to be violent, even though I want that, is not worth it in the long run. So this is where your faith comes in. So knowing that like people who do you wrong, like shit like that, just know that hopefully, I don't know if it's true. Hopefully, karma will get these pussies back, man. You know, because in life, I understand like that's the thing too. Like I have a lot of self control, so like I'm not talking about the average person who did me wrong. No, like I could move on and get away from that shit. But when you're dealing with generational curses, this shit runs. It's not even that. It's narcissistic abuse. It's very like over thousands of people experience narcissistic abuse every day. It's a pandemic going on. Narcissistic abuse affects people's mental health, affects their relationships, and affects their performance within the workplace or within their career or their self-development. It's a very serious thing that's going on worldwide. I don't know how long it's been going on, because maybe it's been going on for like ever since humankind has been created. We just now knowing this because of social media, but just know that a lot of people are speaking up about this shit. It's a real fucking problem. It's a real fucking problem. I don't think it's a family generational curse. It's a fucking humanity curse or some shit. Because narcissistic abuse, it could easily turn you into those same people who done the abuse towards you. This is why it's called a curse. It's a fucking generational spiritual type of curse or whatever, man. Fuck, man. I'm just mad, dude. Like I'm so pissed because like I got so much shit I gotta heal from. Like I just worked out too, man. Like what the fuck? Come on, dude. God damn, I thought that was gonna help, but it's probably because Mercury retrograde. But I don't know, man. Just fuck everyone, man. Oh, fuck everyone. Okay, so what am I gonna talk about? I don't know what to talk about. I made this up so I could release some shit, man. I'm out of here, man.